Hello everybody, Ministrom here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we headed out to the Navuko Execution Chamber in Halvung. I think it was in Halvung. Where we kind of were there serving as a bodyguard, I guess, again, for Karababa / Shantoto while she was orchestrating some sort of deal, exchange, with a Moblin and Gerfurler, the troll. And that deal went sideways. We had to fight a Chimera. And then afterwards, we came back to find Shantoto / Karababa absolutely playing Nada Salahim like a fiddle, and she getting a little frustrated and angry about it. So we've kind of bugged off and letting her cool down, I guess. So it's been a bit, and we're gonna head back into the office and see what's going on. So let's go. Yeah. Sweet deal always has a sting. How could I, of all people, have forgotten that? That pompous, money-grubbing ambassador. Speaking of money, I'm Kuba. Yes, ma'am. You finally remembered I existed. Did you receive payment from that arrogant ambassador for Tuna's services? No, I didn't. Oh no, maybe being forgotten was healthier. Unbelievable. I could have been so sucked in that I forgot to collect a fee. Don't do something about this, I'll never live it down. Uh-oh. Right. Tuna. That Taru, who was so impressed with your skills, has yet to pay a single gil in remuneration. Or remuneration? And so, you're gonna trot over to her and pick up that reward. If you manage to appropriate the money, I'll let you keep every single coin. Just one thing. If you fail, it'll mean death for our professional image. I don't care how rough you get, but don't come back without that cash. Abkuba, you know what to do. Yes, ma'am. According to Gesho, the ambassador has finished her business with the Grand Vizier and is preparing to return to her homeland. Which means you better hurry, Tuna. So we need to go, play collection officer on Shantoto. The occasion of an ambassador plenipotentiary's departure should be marked with pomp and circumstance. Yet not a single person has bothered to make an appearance. That is not true, Lady Karababa. My sensors detect many spectators hiding in the shadows. What a charming send-off indeed. Well, I'm not going to plead. Your magical tantrum at the banquet last night may have scared off well-wishers. Oh, well, they refused to allow me to see the Empress. You can't blame a girl for releasing a little stress. What kind of person is the Empress? I have had no contact with her yet. It doesn't matter. We were able to meet that other girl and hear her chatter. Oh, the one with the malfunctioning friends? If they are unable to penetrate my disguise, their automaton technology has hit lows rather than highs. You're unforgiving. You are unforgiving, Lady Karababa. Your shield has returned to your side. Oh, isn't this exciting? This nation is on the brink of evolving and changing. No matter if they wish it or not. That girl in tuna will eventually upset the pot. Oh, oh yes, you must be feeling ignored. I've completely forgotten to give you your reward. King, give Tuna her due. We mustn't neglect and to say thank you. Yes, ma'am. We got 5 Imperial gold pieces. Now, are we actually going to get to keep it? You must understand, your reward is not for guiding me about this foreign land. These are campaign funds to continue the task you've been set. I trust you're not the type to suddenly forget. I'm sure you remember your duty and have not been swayed by some Near Eastern beauty. The main goal of my trip to this distant shore was to send out Urgen's secluded politics into uproar, and to gather the reins of control to some extent. Thanks to you, I've succeeded 100%. Ancient technology and magical puppets, an unlawful organic weapon entrepreneur. I must say, it has been quite the tour. But in any country has its share of underhanded dealings. I'm hardly overcome with fear and anxious feelings. Yes, that chimera soon fell to your mighty spells. And that is why I realize the astral incandescence is the threat that is nigh. How unfortunate you weren't able to obtain it last night. Pesky serpent generals. It's probably for the best. Who knows what effect the astral wind might have on the star tree and all the rest. Tuna, continue to build your reputation in the Empire, so you might dig deeper for the information we require. And try to meet again with the puppeteer and her toys. You might find you'll hear more than just banter and noise. Those junk puppets have ties to the palace? Speak to Rodin Commodin when you need to contact me. He's easy to find thanks to his sheer stupidity. And she just warps out. And here's our little imp friend. Lit. Oh, that mercenary's a spy, huh? She's craftier than she looks. Things are getting mighty interesting. Dark Rider. It seems I am not alone. Alright, we obtain 5 Imperial gold pieces. Alright, so I need to zone and wait until the next Vana'diel day. Again. Alright then, well, at least it's not like 2 in the morning. Game time. So, I will just have to wait it out. Alright, well, I will go ahead and pause, and then I will be back once it is the next game day. Okay. So, it's now been, I don't even know how many days. I actually logged off for a little bit and came back. So we should be able to go talk to Nadja again and see what is next for us. We got our payment, so that's good. Well, well, if it isn't Tuna. Keeping your nose to the grindstone? You betcha. Glad to hear it. Maybe you do have what it takes to be a Salahim Sentinel's employee after all. But enough of that. You want to hear something strange? Recently, I've been floating on a cloud of calm. And I'm sure you're aching to know why. You see, the company's earnings have finally begun to live up to my expectations. And it's about time. Those days and nights of painfully building up a reputation for my budding enterprise have finally paid off. I can sense that the universe is rewarding me for my effort. Things are going to be okay from now on. I'm certain of it. I'm even starting to think about showing some gratitude toward my faithful employees. Tuna? Tuna! Over here. What's up, Aphmau? Ever since the Windersian ambassador left, President Nadja has been completely focused. Nothing but work, work, and more work. Her head has been filled with nothing but the sound of clinking coins. The dedication to the running of this business has been even more pathological than usual. So now, seeing President Nadja in this tranquil state is unsettling, to say the least. She barely registers the existence of anyone around her when she gets like this. Oh, was there something you wish to discuss with the president? I, Aphmau, am here to answer all your queries and doubts. I feel I owe you a favor after all. Now, what's on your mind, Tuna? We need to say Aphmau. Aphmau? Uh-oh. Oh dear, oh dear. President Nadja, President Nadja, President Nadja. What? How many times do I gotta tell you not to yell in my ear like that? I've neglected to bring a very important matter to your attention. My most humble apologies. Well, what do we have here? A gilded envelope stamped with the seal of the two-headed serpent. Signed in the hand of the Grand Vizier. Addressed to Tuna. You've been singled out by the palace again. You mind if I take a quick look at this? I think you're going to do it regardless of whether I mind or not. Oh. Did you show today because you had a feeling this would be arriving? I had no idea. Well, you could have fooled me. This here letter is a personal summons from the Grand Vizier Orazvad himself. We've come up in the world now, haven't we, Miss Private Second Class? Still haven't ranked up. From the looks of it, His Excellency requires your presence pronto. You know what you gotta do? Then why are you still here? Are you trying to bring the wrath of the entire palace down upon us? Are you trying to cut in on our new profit margin? Are you... I worked too hard to have this company's reputation ruined by the likes of you. Now scat. Alright then. We shall scat. So, we've been summoned to the palace, and, as we have been summoned to the palace, I'm not sure I need to take my arrows off, but you know what, we'll just take all of our weapons off. And we'll run our way all the way over to the palace and knock on the door. You want to know what's behind the gate? This gate leads to the Imperial Ward. You may only enter by the grace of Her Magnificence, the Empress, or if you have Alzabi citizenship. What's this? You say the Grand Vizier has sent for you? Not so fast. I have to check with my superior. Very well. You are free to pass through the gate. The Imperial Ward lies to the side of this wall. Watch your tongue in there, mercenary. Sell swords. I do not use a sword, sir. Not on this job, anyway. We meet again, mercenary. Tuna, wasn't it? We are once again in the need of your impressive talents. According to the report we received from Salahim Sentinels, it appears that Tuna is entrusted with duties that not only within the boundaries of the Empire, but across every region of the Aragia continent. Would you agree with this evaluation? Yes, the report is accurate. Be that as it may, we have seen not the slightest response from the astral compass you carry on your person. Gassad of the Out-Urgan Archaeological Research Institute was most disappointed by the lack of astral candescence readings. However, we have no intention of abandoning our search for the candescences. The Empire and the Empress must know peace once more. Our citizens have suffered enough. As a mercenary on the front line of battle, you, as much as anyone, should understand the importance of our mission. Ralbon, the details of the mission, if you will. This is a different Ralbon here. Sir, I trust you remember the court master? Lady Aphmau has disappeared from the palace grounds. This was some days ago. From your expression, I assume this is the first you've heard of the matter? Considering your recent involvement in events, we thought that perhaps you might... It appears we shall have to widen our search area. I leave this matter in your capable hands. The Serpent Generals require my presence. Sir. Right, as you have probably guessed, the Grand Vizier wishes you to track down the whereabouts of Lady Aphmau. We believe she set out to search the winding tunnels of Adiwa for her lost automaton, Avjang. Najing, her other automaton, is missing along with his mistress. We have already sent Rishfi of the Immortals to recover our wayward puppet master, but I am dubious of his potential for success. If she learns that an immortal is on her trail, she is likely to go into hiding. Tuna, I give you these orders in the name of the Grand Vizier. You are to return to the Adiwa subterrane and assist Rishfi in his efforts to locate Lady Aphmau. I will communicate the details of the mission to your company. Do not fail us. Alright. So we need to head back to Adiwa subterrane and basically go right back to where we were before, because that is almost certainly where Aphmau has gone. And I need to put all of my weapons back on. So, I think we head out in Bathwell Thickets. I'm pretty sure we head out in the Bathwell Thickets. And then we head into Adiwa Subterrane. Which, just a second here. The closest entrance to where we're going to need to go is entrance 5 from Wajoam Woodlands. Okay, so not Bathlall Thickets. Never mind. Alright, just a sec. Alright, here's the exit to Wajoam Woodlands. Come on, load my mounts. There we go. Alright, so 5 is actually not too far away. Alright, so I will head over there, and once we are about to head in, I'll be back. Okay, we are almost to the entrance. Now, we had an incident here before, so... So these Trent saplings are not aggressive. Now, these Myco hoppers probably are. Now, a couple of things. Kakirin, you are definitely aggressive. As I was saying, one of the things that I have done is I've leveled up the Ranger a little bit. Alright, now we need to head towards the exit. Oh yeah, those fleas. I mean, they don't have a lot of health, but they are just terribly annoying. Now the problem is... let's just get through here. Oh, more of these things. Alright, anytime you want to heal me there, Apururu, that would be great. I don't know if it was worth saving the sneak items. And how many of them do I have? I am running a little short. It's not really a problem. Alright. So here's the point we need to check. Same one as before. Really? Oh ho ho, immortals have a big clink clink. You'd be lucky today. We be so lucky to listen to Wawaroon. Gogaroon lucky. Gogaroon loves sound of clink clink. Aha, member 9 Vavaroon. What of Vavaroon? You check immortals not trying to fool us, yes? Job for Vavaroon? Vavaroon check, Roon. Oh, oh. This immortal not fooling, Roon. Okay. Member 7, Gogaroon. What? Search immortal for Clink Clink. Okay, Gogaroon going in. You'll be rolling in Clink Clink. Immortal having nothing. Impossible. Look again. Gogaroon telling you Immortal be having nothing. Gogaroon feeling blue. Someone coming? Run. Leave the Immortal. We be getting out of here. Okay, we be lucky another time. Okay, Vavaroon meeting with Wawaroon later. Run. Oh, kind of embarrassing for you there. Ugh. Where? Who's there? Oh, it's you. I wonder how long I was out. I didn't hear or sense anything until someone was right behind me. Aha. I must be getting careless. Who'd be so bold enough to assault an immortal? Guess so. But I've wasted too much time already. I have to find... Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Hmm? You were sent by the Grand Vizier? You're too late. It seems I arrived here after Aphmau had already left. You can still see human automaton footprints all over the place. I'm certain she was here. I don't think she found any sign of Objang. How do I know that? I just found her dragging footprints heading out of the tunnels, as if she had given up. And then everything went black. All is not lost, however. I think I know where she went. Walara Temple. I'm almost certain she would return there. Let's get moving. Oh, my head is still spinning. Tuna, you must return to Alzabi and make sure she's okay. I have to see her before the other immortals figure out where she is. No time to lose. Oh? And why is that? Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to put there. Warp ring. There we go. Alright, there we are. I'm gonna head to west on Ergen. We want to head to home point 2. That's gonna be the closest one. Put my rings back on. Alright, so this is the temple, yes? Yes, that is the temple. Welcome to Walara Temple. How may I aid you in your quest for knowledge? Hello, another soul thirsty for answers? Ah, Gesho. This is turning out to be quite the day for visitors. Greetings. Tuna, this is a coincidence. Lord Nade, please excuse me while I compare notes with my esteemed colleague. How do you fare? Nothing terrible has befallen you? Not at the moment. No, you need not elaborate. I'm sure you are here to give your weary spirit a moment's respite from the madness of our occupation. Or perhaps it is some duty that brings you to the temple. What, pray tell, lures you within this hall of serenity? To speak with someone. To speak with someone? One of the philosophers? The court puppet master? What dire circumstances would involve a mercenary in the pulling of strings and the dancing of automatons? The court puppet master? Lord Nade, if there is something we should know... Now they set mercenary hirelings on our tail? It appears the Grand Vizier has tired of this game of cat and mouse. It was only a matter of time. I suppose I shall have to come clean, as they say. And since you have some rudimentary understanding of Walara's teachings, I will trust your judgment. I have given the court puppet master, Lady Aphmau, shelter within the temple. You've given shelter to an imperial fugitive? That is correct. You have broken imperial law. I cannot dispute this fact. Why would you do this thing? Some explanation is in order. You see, Aphmau was born a child in high standing, a resident of the palace. A member of the royal family? However, her mother passed away when she was still but 6 years of age, and the responsibility for her upbringing came to rest with Wallara Temple. What an unfortunate story. Yet there must be more to the tale if none within the palace are willing to care for her. Yes, the details are not mine to divulge, however. Her childhood was spent within these walls, surrounded by monks and philosophers. How does such a child find the path of a puppet master? I was not aware of it at the time, but apparently Lady Aphmau secretly learned the art from the street performers who practice on the Way of the Devout. Would not an expensive item such as an automaton have been difficult for a young girl to acquire? You are familiar with automatons, Gesho? I must admit to some curiosity. Then I shall speak more on the subject. Lady Aphmau arrived at the temple carrying 2 of the mechanical puppets. One she received from her mother, and the other from her older brother. Aha, now I remember. At first the puppets were completely incapable of speech, and merely trotted around behind their little mistress. Before long, however, there was barely a moment when they weren't voicing their opinions on everything in sight. This change was accompanied by a return of Lady Aphmau's natural playfulness. I'm glad to hear that. I know only too well the loneliness and uncertainty that come with being thrust into an unfamiliar environment at a young age. Indeed, however, there came a day when Aphmau's simple life was irrevocably changed. Yes, it was that day. Lady Aphmau, we have come on orders from the Grand Vizier. We regret to inform you that on the evening of the previous day, the Emperor's immortal soul passed out of the realm of Urgum. I had not seen Lady Aphmau since that day. There are so many memories that flood back when I hear her name. She is currently within the Hall of Binding. You may speak with her if you wish. The hall adjoins our temple and can be reached through the door behind us. I shall remain here. There are some matters I wish to discuss with Lord Naday. We being spied upon? The astral plinth. It looks exactly as I remember. I was studying it day in, day out. The letters from my brother had stopped coming. It was more than I could bear. So you snuck into the Hall of Binding. Yes, with you. And Avjang. Just watching the candescent spinning around and round somehow made me feel better. It was like being wrapped in a warm blanket of peace and calm. That was the first time. The first time you talked to me. It was? Neijing, you really are hopeless. That was when I realized I wasn't really alone. You and Avjang were always by my side. And although I couldn't see them, my father and brother were here in the city. And my mother, I'm sure she is watching over you, I am certain. Yes. I decided then and there that I would become a puppet master like my mother. You slipped out of the temple every night and practiced with those performers. And then Avjang began to speak as well. Avjang really was the talkative one. Yes, she was. but she was so talkative that I couldn't hear your voice anymore. Well, that was then. You know, Neijing, I have no idea what the astral candescence... I have no idea what the astral candescence is meant to be used for. But if the other candescences are found and the Colossus is completed just like the Grand Vizier says, there will come a day when everyone can be happy again. I'm sure of it. I mean, just looking at this orb was enough to turn my life around. Everything will turn out for the best. Don't you think, Neijing? Tuna, what are you doing here? My badge flashes brightly. By order of the Grand Vizier? You can't be serious. You're here to take me back? No, I won't go. There are still things I have to do. Go back to the palace and tell them that. Do you still take orders from us? Sure. Now that's our mercenary talking. You may leave us now. Lord Naday? The immortal Rishvi is here to see you. The Grand Vizier is on to us. Lady Aphmau, I'm glad to see you are unharmed. Now it is time for you and Neijing to accompany back to the palace. The earlier you return, the less Lord Rosfod will be angry when he learns... You haven't made a report? No, Master Neijing. I thought first to offer the option to Lady Aphmau. A commendable attitude. Then I shall be pleased to inform you the Lady Aphmau will not be returning to the palace. But, my lady, there are tasks left undone. Lady Aphmau, you still hope to find Objang? If you do that, why do you try to stop us? Rishvi, your face is pale. It is nothing. You should return to the Imperial Ward and visit the infirmary. You are very kind, my lady. However, you'll just slow us down. And where exactly do you intend to carry out this search of yours? I'm not going to tell you. You won't? Please, my lady, it's not safe out there. The Immortals will do everything in their power to return Objang to your side. I don't believe you. You think I don't know? The Immortals are so busy watching the Beastmen and searching for the Asher Talif. There isn't a single soldier to spare for poor Objang. I only thought to... If I may. Who is this? I'm Gesho, a colleague of Tuna's in the employ of Salahim Sentinels. Another mercenary. I may have some welcome news. Just recently, I was in the vicinity of Mount Zalom on mercenary business, and at the foot of the volcano I happened to see a red-colored puppet. And then, this automaton was trotting along the path all alone, but being busy with my mission, I was unable to follow. It must have been Objang. One moment, Lady Aphmau. The trolls of that region have stolen many automatons from the Empire. That is true. Oh yes, I had forgotten. You weren't done? There appeared to be something like moss or lichen stuck to the puppet's clothes. Moss? Could have been moss from a Diwa subterrane? I merely present the facts. How you interpret them is not for me to say. Only, yes. Automatons taken to Howlong are thoroughly modified by Moblin craftsmen to follow the orders of the trolls. After this process, they are barely recognizable. No. I would not waste any time if you suspect this automaton was your companion. Yes, thank you. This time I took my leave of you. Gesho, to what forsaken wilderness do your travels take you this time? My duties dictate a visit to the settlement of Mamuk. A dangerous region. Do take care of yourself. Your concern is appreciated. Until next we meet. That settles it. We go to Mount Zalom. Lady Aphmau, if I may. Do you place a little faith in the court puppet master? Time is running out. I've just received confirmation. This Gesho character has no official orders and involve a visit to the capital of the Mamolja. He was lying? And that unmistakable presence... I felt the exact same aura just before I lost consciousness in Adiwa. What are you trying to say? That story of his was nothing more than a ruse. In fact, it's more likely we'll find Objang in the same place to which he now travels, Mamuk. Then Mamuk is our destination. Why don't you escort me as well, Reshfi? If you are so intent on running headlong into danger, I suppose I have no choice. But what do you mean, as well? Isn't it obvious? I wouldn't brave the depths of Mamuk without my faithful bodyguard, Tuna. Even if she is under the command of the Grand Vizier. May the wisdom of Walara safely guide your steps. Alright, so I guess we are headed to Mamuk. But I think that is something that we will do for next episode. So we'll go ahead and stop here. It's a good stopping point. And we will head out and meet the Mamolja. Alright, but for now, we will stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.